Hey everyone, if you're looking for pure water for your household, then this is the video for you. So keep watching. My name is Malori. I'm so glad that you stopped by to watch this video about the BERKEY water filter. This is the water filtration system that my family and I have chosen to trust, and you can hear my almost 11-month-old in the background. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about why having pure water is so important and why BERKEY can get the job done. Make sure to hit subscribe if you're not already, and let's get into the video. So I think we all know that water is the most basic thing that is needed for a human to survive. We all know that we can go several weeks without food technically, but we can only go 3 days without water. And so having a source of water is important, but I think a lot of the time we don't really think about the quality of our water, and we just think, well, I can turn on the tap and get free water whenever I please. This is something that we really should think about, especially if we're interested in living a healthy life, because there are compounds in our national water supply that just are not desirable, and in high amounts can actually be dangerous to our health. So I'm going to go through a few things that we just don't want to be consuming on a regular basis in our water. The first thing is chlorine. So there has to be a way to mass purify our water, because we don't want to be drinking water filled with bacteria and viruses, right? And so a very easy way to purify water on a mass level is chlorine. However, what are the long-term effects of consuming chlorine day in, day out for years and years in a whole lifetime? And here where we live in California, I can actually smell the chlorine when I turn on the faucet. And so that is quite disgusting, and we just don't want to be drinking that on a daily basis. Another thing that is very common in water supplies is fluoride. And we might know fluoride from like toothpaste and mouthwashes, because fluoride is used to strengthen teeth. And that is why it was put into the water system, is because it helps strengthen people's teeth. You don't even have to think about it. You just turn the tap on and you're getting it. However, after it touches your teeth, then it goes down your throat and into your stomach, and you're swallowing it. And again, what are the long-term effects of consuming fluoride? If you like swallow a little bit of toothpaste every now and then, like that's not gonna hurt you, but what are the long-term effects of fluoride consumption? Heavy metals are another huge culprit in our water. Even if your water supply itself doesn't have heavy metals in it, what if you have lead pipes? What if you have an old house and you have lead pipes in your home? Other heavy metals besides lead could be arsenic, mercury, aluminum, stuff like that. And in high amounts, heavy metals can cause neurological and developmental issues, especially in children. And also if you're pregnant, you just do not want to be consuming heavy metals on a regular basis. The final thing that I'm going to talk about, even though there's like a myriad of other things that I could talk about, is pharmaceuticals in the water, trace pharmaceuticals. It has been shown that there are actually trace pharmaceuticals in our water supply. And one of those things in particular is oral contraceptives. I don't want to be consuming any amount of contraceptives, and something to think about is what are those trace amounts of oral contraceptives from day in, day out, years and years. What is that doing to our national fertility rates? Is that contributing to the rising rate of infertility? These are not questions that we can answer in this video, but it's something to think about. And maybe you didn't even know that you're actually consuming prescription drugs on a very small level in your water. So that is a bit disconcerting, and not all water filtration systems will get pharmaceuticals out of your water. So maybe they'll get heavy metals, or maybe they'll get fluoride out of your water and chlorine, but they won't be getting pharmaceuticals. So that is where BERKEY comes in. So like I said, there are a lot of options on the market today with regards to water filtration, but we have chosen to trust BERKEY with that because they have really great credentials. If you go on their website, you can actually, I'll link it below, you can actually see all of the things that the filter can filter out. So there's things like viruses, bacteria, heavy metals. You can just see the entire list. It's very, very extensive, lab tested. And that's the thing with BERKEY, is that it doesn't just filter, it actually purifies. So with other filtration systems, it will not remove pathogens that can make you sick. But in an emergency situation, you could get your Berkey out, go fill it with pond water, and it will filter out, let me just make sure I got this right, more than 99.999% of viruses and more than 99.9999% of bacteria. So that is pretty amazing. So it actually purifies, and that is a key difference between Berkey and other systems. Also, if you were filling it up with pond water, it would get rid of sedimentation, so like particulates in the water. It would get rid of bad smell and bad taste. And I mentioned the pharmaceuticals, and it does remove pharmaceuticals from the water. Another reason to have a Berkey is because it's great for emergency situations. So an emergency and not having water would be a very, very dire situation. And the great thing about Berkey is that it does not rely on electricity. So as you can see, it's just sitting here. It's not hooked up to anything. You would just fill it up with water and it would purify it and you'd be good to go. Also, the main filters, which are called the black filters, can last several years, like depending on your usage and how hard your water is. It just depends on your area. Our water is a bit harder than normal, so our filters might not last as long, but they can last several years. Another key awesome thing with Berkey is that while it filters out or purifies out viruses, bacteria, and all those bad things, it leaves the minerals in the water. So with other systems like reverse osmosis, it actually removes everything and then you just get the water. But you actually want minerals in your water, like magnesium, calcium, all that. And so the Berkey, in their geniusness, they somehow designed it so that you still get the good parts of the water and you don't get the bad parts. Now, when I'm making this video, it is December of 2020. So if you're watching this after that, then I'm sorry that this doesn't apply. But at the moment, they are having their holiday bundle. So if you're interested in purchasing a Berkey water system, then I will link what you need to know in the description box below. I am an affiliate with Berkey, which means I do get a commission when people purchase through my link. By purchasing through an affiliate link like mine, then you're supporting a small business, and I really, really appreciate that. I will say that Berkey is an investment. They're not cheap, but you do get what you pay for. And I believe that having a quality water system will reap benefits for years and years to come, and it will benefit your children. If you're pregnant, it benefits your developing baby and your uterus. It just has so many wonderful benefits to it. It's not that hard to clean. You do need to know how to assemble it correctly, but it's not rocket science. All right, you guys, well, I hope this is helpful and this has maybe planted a seed in you that maybe Berkey is something that you need to get for your family. Again, if you're watching this in December 2020, then right now is the time to jump on the bandwagon and to buy a Berkey, because drinking pure water is one of the best things that you can do for you and your family's health. We don't regret it one bit. If this was helpful, then please hit that thumbs up button below. It helps me out in the algorithm so that more people can know about this wonderful Berkey water system. In the meantime, you guys take care, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.